Como é que é, pessoal? Bem-vindos novamente ao Undergrounds Voice ao vivo. Hoje tenho o prazer de receber o Brody, guitarrista dos Rivers of Nihil. Man, thank you so much for being here. It's a huge honor for me to receive you at Undergrounds Voice. I'm a big fan of the band, so it's really nice. I'm really happy. Thank you and welcome.
Thanks for having me.
You guys are already touring, so I was being on stage once again after all this chaos.
Good. I mean, it was it took a couple of shows to get reacclimated with how, everything works. You're at home for almost 2 years and you kind of forget how to do it a little bit. So the first couple of shows were kind of a warm up for us, but it's been good. After those first couple of shows, we got it all dialed in and it's been going really good. Most of the shows have been selling out, and people are having a great time. So, and everyone's staying healthy. So it's been pretty good.
Yeah. And the new album, Do Work, will be released at September 24. And you already released two singles, Clean and Focus. Why did you choose this song as first singles? Are they the best representation of what the album is?
I would say not necessarily. I mean, I think that this album, in particular, it's kind of hard to snag one or even two or three songs that kind of represent the album as a whole. But we went with Clean as the first single because it kind of has familiar aspects of our sound, the atmosphere and the, low tuned guitars and, all that, the proggier moments and all that. But then it also has kind of a new sort of spin on that whole thing. So we figured that would be a good one to start off with, just to kind of like, show people that we're, trying some new stuff out, and then same thing with Focus, we're just kind of, maybe picked some of the stranger songs to release first, just because, we want people to know that we're not doing the same thing again. Basically, we're trying something new. So yeah.
How different were the composition and recording process of the album due to this pandemic?
I would say that it was pretty much the same process that we've done for the last two records, Owls and Monarchy, as well. I record most of the guitars at my studio, and keyboards and pianos and stuff like that, and then we go to another studio to do drums and vocals and mixing. So it was pretty much the same thing this time. We just had a lot more time to work on the stuff. So, we just spent more time writing the album basically because there was nothing else to do. So, but other than that, it was pretty similar to how it's typically been for us. Maybe we didn't see each other quite as much, so we would like Skype, and talk about stuff and teach each other how to play things. But, it wasn't really that different from how we normally operate, all things considered.
And all your albums are very well worked and complex, but this one is even more than the previous one, in my opinion. We have evidence, we have melody, many hidden details, we have saxophone, and a lot of other stuff. That's why the album is called The Work.
Yeah, man. It certainly is a piece of work. I mean, there's a lot, it's it's a big, dense record. There's a lot packed into it. And I think that it's one of those albums that you're going to get more satisfaction out of the more times you listen to it, because you're going to notice things every time that you probably wouldn't have noticed, on the first or second or even the fifth pass, So it's a big chunk of music, but we're really excited to put it out, and yeah, I think people are gonna enjoy it. It's a real trip for sure.
Yeah, and that's because even if you listen 20 times, you'll always discover something new. And beside that, the album is so mindfuck that can easily be interpreted differently by each person who listen to it. And
Yeah.
was that your intention?
Yeah. I mean, I think that I think that, like personally, like as a fan of music, I always like it when artists, and I'm not just talking, even music, like it could be even like film or something like that, where like a director doesn't, necessarily like give all of the answers up, well, what does this mean? Well, like when things are kind of left a little more open ended, I think it's more fun for people to kind of like you know, take a piece of art, music or film or, whatever, a painting even, and just kind of like, yeah, like put their own meaning on it and bring it into their lives and kind of like interpret, what it means to them on their journey, So like, I think that, yeah, I think that that was something that, we wanted to have on this record, something that wasn't necessarily just, all the answers weren't given to you, on a piece of paper. Like, we want people to like try it out themselves and just see where it takes them, really. Yeah.
And more than an unexpected album, the work is a set of unexpected songs, because more than being different from each other, the songs are different within themselves. So we have death metal, prog, melody, all in the same song, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, man, it's a wild record, it's the
It is.
time during the times that we were writing it were crazy times. So, I mean, it's there's no way it wouldn't have turned out this way. It's just a wild record for wild times, man.
Yeah. Do you think this album can be a turning point in your career? Like the album with the ability to definitely turn Rivers of Nihil into a bigger band?
I mean, I hope so. That would be great. We would love to, become known as like a kind of our own sort of thing, and be able to go out and do big successful headlining tours and stuff. I mean, that's kind of been our goal since day one, was to just, you know, not try to be better than anybody really, but just try to be different than everybody, just try to do like something that only we're doing that sounds like us. We've always just really wanted to like find our own sound and just be weirdos, I guess. So yeah, I mean, I think that maybe, who knows though. I mean, we're basically just taking it day by day at this point, and just seeing what happens. But it would be great if this record shot the band up to the next level, because then we could do more cool stuff with go to new places and do bigger headlining shows with more production and
Yeah.
all that kind of stuff. So maybe, hope so.
I really think this album can do it.
All right, well, I'll hold you to it.
And finally, thank you so much for being here. Once again, it was a huge honor for me to meet you and to receive you here at Underground's Voice from Portugal. So, any last words for the Portuguese fans and Underground's Voice viewers?
Hopefully we'll be over there soon. And, until then, just grab the new record, riversofnile.com. We have all of our worldwide pre-orders on the website, as well as, merchandise, t-shirts, everything you can imagine for the new record on our website. So, yeah, pick it up, first week, pre-order it, whatever, anything helps, really. We're grateful, very eternally grateful for all the support.
Yeah. Once again, thank you so much. Please stay safe and hope to see you soon here in Portugal.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you, man. Thank you.